Exactly.
Mm.
They just gotta go read it.
Yeah.
But I feel as though it's more blatant when you tag a name and
No.
they don't respond still.
Make it direct. That's
No,
what
it's
I said.
more
Making it
blatant
direct
when
to
you forget
somebody.
a motherfucker. Then they come at you like, how come my name wasn't in there? I'm no. Just one post in the chat. Look, Ant comes at me if I don't know something that was in the chat. Is that his fault? No. It's my fault because I read the damn chat.
Right.
If I want to know something, I read the damn chat.
Yeah.
Now,
And
in my defense, I turn that shit off because goddamn my phone be going crazy sometimes when y'all get into it. Y'all get into it, I'm like, bit, 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 bit,
Bit,
bit,
bit.
bit,
That's all
bit,
you
bit.
hear.
Like, yeah, I need to turn this shit off.
you're not
So,
supposed to turn it off
Especially when they
at
go back
times
to back
for a
with
reason.
videos for videos for videos. Like, yo,
yeah.
how many videos are gonna post in here? Like,
Like, don't get me wrong, all that shit's well, good, and funny. I appreciate it, but a lot of it ain't for me, so I turn the chat off. Now, if I have something to say or if the conversation becomes something that I'm vested in, I turn the chat back on or at least check in on it. Like, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, I might not be looking at the chat every single day, but I check it at least once every single day.
Right.
So I see where Ant's been talking about how he's been hitting people up in the chat, barely getting any real response.
Yep.
respond.
And me and him had a straight up conversation. Was like, fuck it, let's do the damn thing. We got the technology. I got the setup. It don't cost nobody nothing outside of what you already have.
Zero.
So let's do the damn thing. And
Good.
if anything, I'm gonna post it on my Twitch. I'm gonna help Anthony figure out how to post it on his YouTube. Eugene, I know you can figure out how to post it on your YouTube with your 1,100 subscribers. Because the whole point is to bring outside eyes in, bring people together. We talk, we conversate, we spread our opinions, we spread love, and we do what we do best. We talk because we're
Yep.
intelligent young black men, and the voices of intelligent young black men need to be heard.
Well, my thing was
Mm-hmm.
that I feel like it's just so many of us, and our collective differences would be really entertaining.
Well,
Like,
that makes for an interesting conversation, no matter
yeah,
what we talk about.
right.
I think one
And I
day
feel like
off stream,
also,
I don't necessarily need a structure or a format. I like this just open format, but I would like to have some bullet points
I agree.
next time.
Yeah, like I said, this
Okay.
is more of an introductory.
Have some topics ready to go.
Yeah, just have some. Yeah, nothing written out, not scripted, obviously, but yeah, have some bullet points, stuff ready to talk about. But I think for an introduction, we've been on here for
Yeah,
almost 2 hours.
like segments.
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
thing we haven't talked about ex- exclusively is politics and Corona. I'm not sure if you want to save that for another
Yeah, I want to stay
podcast.
away from that.
Oh well, no, you have
Mm-hmm.
some opinions, sir. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, see, that's good. That's something good to bring up because everybody got their different opinions about it.
That's true.
So I don't have a
Yeah, I
problem with
keep my
talking
opinions
about
to
it.
myself.
No,
Me,
that's the thing about getting that is not to keep your opinions to yourself. It's to let it be known
Yeah.
because you might have
yeah,
somebody that share
because
the
here's the
same
thing:
ideas with you.
if you can share your opinion civilly, by all means, please do it. Don't be one of these people out here
Yeah.
getting pissy because someone doesn't agree with you. Someone doesn't agree with you, fine. I live in Trump country. Almost everyone at my job is a Trump supporter. I love them all to death. I might not agree with the politics, but I work with a great group of
Oh,
people. I'm not
Right.
gonna get pissy at them just because they don't agree with what I think.
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
do I
That's
think
part of
Trump
being.
is an idiot? Hell yeah. Do I think this whole situation has been handled horribly? Hell yeah.
from the gate.
But I still love my people.
Yeah. Well, I think part of being an adult and mature is being able to hear a side that you disagree with and constructively have a conversation.
Yes.
Period. You know.
And I think
So
that's something we bring to the table quite good, quite successfully.
yeah.
So let's see, we're at an hour and 45 minutes. So I think at 2 hours we'll cut this one. This has been our introduction podcast to the world. We're introducing the mighty J.A.D.E Empire to the world. We got to get Franco in here.
Yeah.
Jade
Definitely.
effect.
Got to get Franco in here, and obviously anyone else is welcome. Because oh, speaking of which, obviously you see the screen on Twitch. I want to add some more. I need links for some of you guys so I can
I'm
link
right
people
back,
to
folks.
your social
I
media
gotta switch headsets.
or whatever. What? Oh, okay.
I gotta switch out my headset. My Turtle Beach is dying.
Mm.
So now I gotta switch to the Galaxy Bud, and I hope they don't sound like trash.
You sounded fine. You just using the phone before.
No, I gotta switch over to my Galaxy Buds now because my Turtle Beach headsets are up on 10%.
Or you could just not use anything.
Or you could just not use earbuds and use the phone.
Right. That does work.
Yeah.
That's what you got a mic for.
Works quite well.
I'm using the mic from my PC, my laptop, and it's working fine.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not using my computer for this.
The only reason I'm using this mic is so they can hear me on Twitch. I just need to figure out a different place to put it.
So you guys want to touch Rona real quick or what?
I do. I want to touch Rona because me and Eugene sit in a very specific group of people. Because we belong to the group of what you would call immunocompromised because we're both diabetic. So, and I'm in the agreement of as far as like just people go, keep your ass in the house.
Right.
Like
I can't say too much. I can't say too less because me personally, like I said before, I know how my immune system is. So I know the chances of me if I go out to certain places that I know is carrying it. But for everybody else to be so reckless is another thing. They don't care. You got people having parties about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
And
let's talk about that stupid shit.
And the thing is, like, these young people, especially these young people, because we're all guilty of it. When we were young, we thought we were invincible.
True.
My fat ass thought I was a Catman dude breaking the club down. You know.
We all was.
You know, we all thought we was invincible. And what happens is you grow up and you learn and you realize that you're not.
Yeah.
And a third of the people in the hospital are between the ages of 20 and 45. So just because you're young, don't mean you can't get it. And even if it doesn't kill you, it'll fuck you up.
It's still going to rend you up. It's going to leave an impact.
Yes. You will be less than once Corona is done with you.
I got a cousin that's in Florida who had it. He's been cleared up, but they still got him in quarantine.
Right.
They just let him out Sunday. He's still been in quarantine since then. He got him a little trailer that they supply all his needs and keep a close eye on him.
Wow.
Wednesday, my aunt in New York passed from it. She died from it. And her husband been hospitalized since Thursday from it. He has it, and his chance is not looking so good. So
sorry to hear that, man.
People think that it can't hit you. It probably can't, but it's not going to hit you. It's going to hit somebody close to home.
Right. Because that was my thing. I was more like, oh man, I'm never sick, whatever. But the reality is, yeah, maybe I got a strong immune system, but I might pass it on to somebody, and they might pass it on to somebody, and somebody's grandma might die.
Right, because it's asymptomatic. You can have it for at least 2 weeks and not show a single symptom of it at all.
And not show symptoms of it.
Right.
You know what they call? I call it like a chain letter. I call it a chain letter.
Yep.
You get that chain letter and you apply like, this doesn't mean nothing to me. It's not going to affect me, but somebody in that chain letter is going to hit. Is going to impact. Right, so it's going to mean something to somebody. Out of them 79 people that got the same message as you, you probably think like, well, it doesn't apply to me, but it's going to apply to somebody.
Right. Now, when I was at my job, you know, before they gave us off, because I've been out of work for 3 weeks now. They shut my school district down 3 weeks ago, Monday. And even before then, when the surrounding areas, because this thing was just encroaching on my area. Like you could literally, it was like just a plague spreading across the land, and you could feel it getting closer. And I was like, this township has it. Now it's reached this point on the Parkway, and now this township has it, and it's in Barnegat. And I'm in my job. I'm like, so what are we going to do when this thing gets close to us? And no one had a real answer. And then it was that Friday of that weekend, and I'm talking to some of my coworkers. And my coworkers, they were kind of laughing it off. I'm like, dude, I promise you, we are not going to be here on Monday. He's like, oh, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh, it's in Red Bank. Now, I live in Tom's River. Okay? I'm exit A2 off the Parkway. Red Bank is exit 109. It's like 109 off the Parkway. So that's not even like 20 miles away.
So you're pretty close.
Exactly. So when I hear it's in Red Bank, I'm like, no dog. And then come to find out it's in Brick, that there's been a confirmed case in Brick. Brick is around the corner. Like literally the next town over. I was telling my coworkers, look, if they don't shut us down on Monday, you'll be lucky if I show up to work. Fuck that shit.
For real.
They're like, oh no, I'm sure we'll be here. I was like, watch. I promise you, they will have it shut down by Monday. The next day, Saturday, I had a DJ gig. I'm sitting in my car before I go in and set up. My phone rings. What's it say? Manchester Township. Answer my phone. It's an automated thing. Yes, Manchester schools and blah, blah, blah will be closed down for blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah for Corona. And that shit ended till further notice.
Okay.
I was like, oh.
Now, let's talk about some of the. I don't know what we talked about yet, right? Let's talk about some of the dumb assery surrounding this virus. People throwing house parties and name it the Corona block party.
People are stupid. They want to be defiant.
They want to be. It's crazy because it happened down the street, about like good 3 blocks from me. You know, past the IHOP.
And that apartment complex, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
so
they sit there and they had
okay.
Yeah, the party in Ewing. Like how reckless can y'all be?
For real.
Y'all sitting there in that little apartment having a party about damn near 50 people. You can't even fit like 25 in there. So you got that damn sure you overpack.
Oh yeah.
You beyond overpack.
I heard that a DJ and everything. I was
smoking
some type of way.
And alcohol.
Yeah, had a DJ and everything.
Hey Jay,
but they was reluctant because they got off with a slap on the wrist.
What up, Dub?
I can't.
Not Mike. They didn't go off with a slap on the wrist. Trust me, they about to get some bad news soon.
No, they not.
They gonna get some bad news soon.
They're not gonna put them in jail. They're not gonna spread the virus by putting them in jail.
But compared to the 2 parties that they had in Lakewood, the people in Ewing had a slap on the wrist. Because the 2 parties that they had in Lakewood was a whole lot worse.
Yeah, but they're not doing nothing to them either. All they do is disperse them. Nah, they've broken up a wedding a day, some days 2, for like the last month in Lakewood. Lakewood is retarded. They just don't give a fuck. They feel like their God is going to sort them out. Look,
yeah, nothing. Lakewood has a high number.
I don't like to put it out there like that and say anything like that, but a majority of Lakewood is Jewish people.
I've lived and I've worked out there. It is first of all, it's a Jewish enclave. That's the definition of it. Like, and that's like not that's it's a Jewish enclave, meaning that it's its own thing within New Jersey. There's enough of them, and it's big enough that they have their own tax bracket. They're basically like Six Flags.
Yeah.
So when it comes to Lakewood, they have almost their own governmental system. They have their own police. The police that are breaking up the parties are the actual Lakewood Township police that are governed by the state. But they go in and they break up these parties because, Now, here's the problem with that. Breaking up the parties doesn't matter. And this is why. Hasidic Jews don't vaccinate.
Yep.
So even when they do come out with a vaccine for this thing, they're not going to take it.
They're not.
No.
So it don't mean nothing to them.
It don't mean nothing to them. They're not going to take it. So the sad truth is they're setting themselves up for failure. Now, I don't want to see anyone die. I don't want to see anyone get hurt from this. But I'm also of the opinion of if you're going to do what you want to do and not pay attention to the signs, I say, hey, fuck it. Party till your face melts off.
Yeah, pretty fucking much.
Like, as long as you, because I'm not leaving the house. So as long as y'all keep yourselves in Lakewood and don't bother me, party till your face melts off. Give a fuck.
Yeah.
So, since we're on the subject of this, right? Let's talk about Kenneth Copeland's evil ass.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Praise Jesus in the name of Jesus.
Did you hear the audio where he
and baby Jesus?
Well, he said he was killing people over the TV.
Yes.
Yes.
He said,